Headquarters inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. They'll run again with Blount. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To the right side, and he's got Edelman. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
Into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback and not just a productive NFL, had to convert into being a... Oh, boy, it's been good.
And on the outside, they're playing
pressure, can get to any quarterback.
Threw it incomplete. To throw is Brady. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0. They'll start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabal Sheard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
That's it. 180. Come on now.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Newton to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little motion now from the tight end. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the... They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And Ginn's got it. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 73 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
Thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he'll find his favorite receiver. That's Edelman. 11 yards for number 11.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the back goes into motion. On 1st down, Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And all the way down 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they're able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Brady eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing now is Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots are back within a score. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents. All right, that starts, I believe, in early March.
Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Now a play fake here on first down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Gronkowski, slot left. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Flush to his right. And here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They come out here in the eye. Newton gives off to Stewart. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounce right back on it, keeps possession. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keep setting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll throw deep left side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Something happened to Larry in the halftime show, I guess. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Newton forced out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. 3rd down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Play clock winding down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Wake up. That's it. I get it. Come on now.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Newton on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Oh, well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
you know I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
He was trying to get at that time to Ted Ginn, and it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're going to speed things up here.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation.
Touchdown, Carolina! Greg Olsen, 35 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On 1st down, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 38 yards. And it gives the Pats a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
To throw is Brady. Steps away. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Throwing is Brady on third down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And that's caught by Bennett. Touchdown, Patriots. Martellus Bennett from a yard out, and the Patriots are back within a score. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The play clock's running down. They keep it on the ground. Again to Stewart. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And quickly, they get to the line. He can run for it, and he will. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And Olsen over the middle. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Throwing is Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
20. Come on now.
Now Newton on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's complete right around the 8. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target. And it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's Brady to throw. Flushed out right. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first and 10, here's Brady. Flush to his right. And right side caught Hogan. And he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Blount, the lone running back. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive.
Bradley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
A running play for Rawls. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big pickup there on the run. 31 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Third and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Panthers.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. To throw again is Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, to bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. There's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a first down throw for Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin bounced back from an ACL injury in 2015 to really good health in 2016 and had a 100-plus yard game early in the season, so it looked like he was all the way back. But Brandon, the rest of the year, never broke 100 yards again.
That is hard to believe. He had a stretch late in the season. He went 18 yards, 11 yards, 20 yards. That's just not what you expect from him in the Panthers. Newton throwing again. And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done.
Good shit, though,
I'm
man. Good
with a
shit.
guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really
don't
big
worry,
game
though.
we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was going for the age. I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke.
Hope you can use it next play.
Well the rest of the day.
Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First down, this is Rawls. And past the 30, down to about the 27. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 27 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. On the move to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart, and it's 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Set. Like 80.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see.
There goes Thomas Rawls. The 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 92 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
And again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
In motion left comes Brown.
20.
Newton on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Stewart is the lone setback. In motion right is Brown. To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Third and long, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Newton. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. And pump the brakes brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. So both teams, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down. Still 9 yards to go on third down. On third down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Prosise taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
Kelvin Benjamin. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 63 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they're going to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here's Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back.
And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on all.
Ted Ginn's going to go. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 68 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Seahawks. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to speed things up here. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to pop
pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Mario Addison in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Wilson on first down. Complete outright to Kurtz. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Now Wilson on second down. And that one almost intercepted. With the football here, nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up third down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Shift together here from the D-line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion. I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Cam looking to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to ship. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And tough starting field position here. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Fighting through. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Escapes the sack. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And the Panthers coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Carolina first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go back to Stewart on first, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Newton looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Newton now to throw. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target done Baldwin. And now it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Complete outright to Kurz. And this time, and now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson wants to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's caught outright by Graham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing now is Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the ground, Rawls. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Wilson going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 2nd and 10, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, Those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third second down incompletion.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Flushed out right and almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
14, running.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.